Hello, my name is Kylie and I'm a personal line sales agent here at Davidson & Associates Insurance, and I am also the resident flood expert. As a person buying a home in the Pacific Northwest, there are a few things you should be aware of when it comes to flood. The first and foremost is that flood is not covered by your homeowner's insurance. It typically has to be purchased as a separate policy, and there's two different types that you can do. There is a traditional FEMA flood policy, or there's a private flood policy. Private flood policies tend to be higher coverage, higher value, and overall better for coverages. However, the FEMA policy is backed by the government, so it does allow for a little bit more wiggle room in high-risk areas. The major difference between the two is that FEMA will only allow up to $250,000 in coverage, and that does not include other structures. They do include coverage for other structures at 10%, but it takes away from the $250,000 overall. So when do you need flood insurance? Flood insurance is required in what's called high-risk flood zones. To see if your home is in a high-risk flood zone, please feel free to use the link included, which takes you directly to FEMA's website where most flood mapping is. Some mortgage lenders do use different or older dated flood mapping, so please be aware of that. But that should help you at least determine if you need it. For something to be considered a flood, there needs to be at least 2 properties affected or 2 acres out of 10 acres that would normally remain dry. Flood can be anything from tidal waters moving in to water coming in from rain, excess water coming in from the streets, etc., etc. Make sure that you have a base flood elevation certificate when you are purchasing your home. If you do not have one readily accessible, the current sellers might also have one, or you might be able to look it up on any government website as well. Once again, my name is Kylie and I'm with Davidson & Associates Insurance. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.